So, dear students, in this video, we are going to study about the calculation of compound value. Let us see one problem. How do we calculate a compound value? Calculate the compound value of rupees 10,000 at the end of 3 years at 12% rate of interest when the interest is calculated yearly, half yearly, quarterly, and monthly. Okay, the interest, if it is calculated yearly, half yearly, quarterly, and monthly, we need to calculate the compound value of rupees 10,000. So there we can use this formula, or we can simply use a formula called as present value into bracket 1 plus r raised to n, or we can use a formula this a equal to p into bracket 1 plus I divided by m bracket m into n. So where a divided by a, or future value equal to future value of money after n years or number of years. P or A here equal to the amount of the beginning of the year, and I or R is the rate of interest, number of n is number of years, and m is number of times per year compounding is made. Okay, let us go for the first part. He has told us yearly compounding. Yearly compounding in the sense, in a year there is one time compounding will be done for your principal amount. So in that case, when interest is compounded yearly basis, so their future value equal to present value into bracket 1 plus r raised to n. This way you can directly find out, where present value is 10,000 into bracket 1 plus rate of interest is 12%. That is 12 divided by 100 you do, you will get 0.12 raised to 3. So 10,000 into bracket 1.04, right? 1.12 raised to 3 is that. So when you find out the final answer, you'll get 1.405. 10,000 into 1.405, that is 14,050 rupees. This is if the interest is compounded yearly, right? Every year if it is compounded this way, you will get future value. But if the interest is compounded half yearly, twice a year, there we will use this formula now. A future value, or A equal to P into bracket 1 plus I raised to m bracket m into n, where 10,000 is the P or present value into bracket 1 plus rate of interest is 12. Okay, 12, 0.12 divided by 2. See, half yearly means how many times in the year? Half yearly means 2 times in the year. So now 0.212 divided by 2 bracket 2 into 3. So 10,000 into. So first what we need to do is 0.12 divided by 2. So we'll get 0.06. So 1 plus 0.06. So we'll get 1.06 raised to 2 into 3. 2 is the number of total month into the how many number of years? There are 3 years. Half yearly means 2 times in the year. So m is compounding, that is 2 times into number of years are 3. So totally 6. So 1.06 raised to 6, that is 10,000 into 1.4185. So we will get 14,185. So we can see the difference here. If compounding is done yearly, your future value is 14,050 rupees. If compounding is done half yearly, future value is 14,185. There has been increase in the future value. Now let us see third part. He has told you quarterly. If compounding is done quarterly. Now quarterly means how many times in the year? Quarterly means 4 times in the year. There are 4 quarters. Okay. Now when interest is compounded quarterly, so there same formula we need to use. A equal to 10,000 into bracket 1 plus 0.12 12% divided by 4, because 4 quarters. Now raised to 4 because 4 quarters into how many number of years? 3 years. So 10,000 into, so first what you need to do, 0.12 divided by 4, you will get 0.03. So 1 plus 0.03, you will get 1.03 raised to 4 into 3, 4 quarters into 3 years. So you'll get 12 years, 12. So then 10,000 into 1.03 raised to 12. So 12 times we need to multiply it. So we'll get 1.4257. Multiply both 10,000 into 1.4257. We will get 14,257. Now you see here, if the interest is calculated yearly, the interest was 14,050 rupees, half yearly 14,185, quarterly it is again increased now, right? It is 14,257 rupees is the total future value. Now the last part he has told you is monthly. Monthly, when interest is compounded monthly, where A equal to 10,000 into bracket 1 plus 0.12 is the interest, divided by monthly means how many months in the year? 12 months, bracket raised to 12 months, that is M, into how many number of years? 3 years. 10,000 into 0.12 divided by 12 plus 1. If you do, you'll get 1.01 raised to 36. Now raised to 36, if you find, that is 10,000 into 1.4307. Multiply this, you'll get 14,307 rupees. So this way you calculate the future value. If it is compounded yearly, half yearly, quarterly, or monthly, right? Yearly, if it is done, just use the formula future value into bracket present value into 1 plus I raised to n. Directly you will get the answer. But if it is compounded like half yearly, quarterly, and monthly, we need to somewhat change the formula, right? We can't use this present value into bracket 1 plus R raised to n. Just use the formula A into bracket A equal to P into bracket 1 plus I divided by M raised to M into N. If you use this formula, you can solve half yearly, quarterly, even monthly also. Let us see one more problem here. Mr. Suresh invest rupees 500, rupees 1,000, rupees 1,500, rupees 2,000 and 2,500 at the end of each year. Calculate the compound value at the end of 5 years. Compounded annually when interest charge is 5% per annum. Okay, so he is depositing or investing these all amounts at the end of the year, right, for 5 years. Now we need to calculate the compounded value, right? If the compounding is done annually at the rate of 5%. So the formula is future value equal to present value into bracket 1 plus R raised to N minus 1. Because actually 1 plus R raised to N is the formula. N minus 1 we are doing is because the investment what you are doing is the end of the year, right? When it is end of the year, that means it is not complete year, right? 1 year is been excluded here. So what we need to do is N minus 1 we need to do for this. Okay, so the formula here is the first way, first investment is 500 rupees into bracket 1 plus 0.05, that is interest. 5 divided by 100, if you do, you'll get 0.05 raised to how many number of years are there? Totally 5 are there. From that case, it is 5, right? 5 minus 1, so you'll get 4 years. So if you do 1.05 raised to 4 plus 500, you'll get 607.75. Next 1,000 you deposited, right, in the next year, again into bracket 1 plus 0.05. Now from 1,000, how many years are there? There are 3 years, right? Like 3 years. 1,500, 2,000 and 2,500 he has deposited in 3 years. So 3 years. So if you do the calculation of that, you'll get 1,157.62. Now from 1,500 into bracket 1 plus 0.05 raised to 2. 2 years are there. So 1,653.75 rupees. Now from 2,000, it is just 1 year is remaining. 2,000 into bracket 1 plus 0.05 raised to 1. 2,100. Okay, now from 2,500, right, into bracket 1 plus 0.05 raised to 0. So the answer we'll get is 2500 only. Right now, when we do the total of this, the value what you get in return, this is called as the compounded value, right, at the end of 5th year, if it is invested at the end of each year at 5% per annum. Now, similar problem, Mr. Mahesh, he is also doing an investment of 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. But the difference is he is depositing or investing at the beginning of each year. Okay, he is depositing at the beginning of each year, right? And he is earning an interest of 7% compounded interest. Calculate the amount he is going to get after 5 years. What he is going to get after 5 years, that we need to calculate here. Okay, so same formula, future value equal to present value into bracket 1 plus r raised to n. But the difference is, what we need to do here is, we need to add additional thing called as 1 plus r. 1 plus r. Okay, so 100 into bracket 1 plus 0.07, that is 7% interest. Now, how many years are there? Totally 5 years are there. Into bracket 1 plus 0.07. Okay, now if you multiply all those things, you will get the answer of that. That is 150, 280, 393, 490, and 572.47. The additional thing 1 plus r is added here. That is because it is at the beginning of the year. So we need to add that 1 plus r itself. We should not do like n minus whatever thing is there. Additionally, add 1 plus r if it is the beginning of the year. Multiply with the total value, right? Like 140.25 you got for the first year into 1.07, that is fixed, right? So you will get 150.07. Similarly, go on multiplying with the other number of years, like for 262 into 1.07, 367 into 1.07, 457 into 1.07, 535 into 1.07. Go on multiplying with these all figures. So ultimately, you are going to get the values, do the total of that, and that value is going to be called as the future value, right? Future value at the end of 5 years. If the investment is made at the beginning of each year at 7% rate of interest, which is compounded annually. Cosmos company took a loan of rupees 10,000 for an expansion program from IDBI at 7% interest per year. The amount has to be repaid in 6 equal annual installment. Calculate the per installment amount. Okay, they have taken a loan from a bank for expansion purpose from IDBI bank at 7% rate of interest. The interest or installment will be paid in 6 equal annual installments. We need to calculate per year installment. So how do we do this? So the value is P equal to into bracket, P equal to A into bracket R into bracket 1 plus R raised to N divided by into bracket 1 plus R raised to N minus 1 and whole bracket complete. So here, if you see, the loan amount what you took is 10 lakh rupees, that is A, into bracket, the rate of interest is 7%, that is 0.07, right? And again in bracket 1 plus R again 0.07 raised to 6, right? That is 6 annual installments divided by 1 plus 0.07 raised to 6 minus 1, where you will get the answer as 10,000 into 0.1050 divided by 0.5007, and final answer you will get is 2,09,706 rupees. So 2,09,706 rupees is per year installment, and up to 6 installment you need to multiply it, and the extra amount whatever you will be paying, that is interest, and 10 lakh rupees is the payment return, is the principal amount. Okay, so this way we can calculate the per year installment amount of the Cosmos company. Similarly, Sanjana borrows 80,000 for a musical system at a monthly interest of 1.25%. The loan is to be repaid in 12 equal monthly installment payable at the end of each month. Calculate per installment amount. Okay, same formula, but the loan amount what you took is 80,000 into bracket. The interest is 1.25 divided by 100. You will get 0.0125. Again into bracket 1 plus 0.0125 raised to the 12 equal monthly installments are there raised to 12 divided by 1 plus 0.0125 raised to 12 minus 1. So you will get 80,000 into 0.0145 divided by 0.1607. So when you do the final calculation, you will get 7,218.42 rupees. So that means 7,218 rupees we need to pay for each installment for 12 months. Okay, when you pay for 12 months, the total amount will be paid. That is the total installment. So including interest and principal, it is 7,218 rupees is the total installment. Equal installment need to be paid for 12 months to get a musical instrument of rupees 80,000.